So this is my grandma, Nene, and I got a few questions. So where and when were you born?
I was born in Pocahontas, Arkansas in 1966.
Hmm.
This little old town back then.
Okay. Describe your home, neighborhood, and town.
Well, when I was 5, our family moved away from Pocahontas and we moved to Michigan. And we lived in a town called Benton Harbor, Michigan.
Hmm.
And it was a little small house, but there was lots of kids. I had 6 brothers and 2 sisters, and my mom and dad.
Hmm.
So that's where we lived. And
What were your favorite activities or pastimes?
oh well, honey, since there were so many of us,
Yeah.
we were into sports.
Oh.
Yeah, we played softball. We pitched washers and horseshoes and just all kind of games. Back then, we didn't have all these electronics y'all got now.
Oh. what what were your family what was your family like? Like your job, skills, challenges?
What was my family like?
Yeah.
Chaotic. Everybody running in and out all the time. And the jobs we had growing up, we picked fruit in Michigan. We traveled a lot back and forth from Michigan to Florida, picking fruit and vegetables.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what we did.
How did your family come to live in this part of the country?
In 1986, my grandma and grandpa that lived in Arkansas,
Hmm.
my grandpa had a stroke, and so my mom wanted to move down here to be closer to her mom and dad. And my dad and I had a country music band,
Hmm.
and we hired your grandpa to be our drummer. And we started dating,
Yeah.
and then in 1988, we got married, and that's how I settled around here
Okay.
32 years ago.
Okay. What clothes were in fashion?
Oh, let's see. Plaid shirts, bell bottoms, back in the 70s. Uh, yeah, no, we never wore overalls. Sorry.
What were some events you remember from your childhood?
hmm. Being in Michigan a lot.
Hmm.
There's lots of lakes up there, so we went swimming a lot during the summer. Went to yard sales. They had auctions up there that my mom and dad loved to go to, so they always took us kids and they gave us money. And we got to, do the auction thing. And mostly just that and playing sports and stuff.
That's cool. Um, how did you meet your spouse?
Well, I think I just said that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hired him as our
Yeah.
drummer for our band and we started dating, so.
How was the world different then?
It was a lot slower.
It was.
Yeah, not slow as in not intelligent.
Oh.
Just things weren't as fast. I mean, we didn't have electronics.
Hmm.
There wasn't internet. Didn't have no cell phones. You had to find things to do. You visited with your family more, your neighbors more. You got out and did more than
Yeah.
what kids do nowadays.
Do you have any religious or cultural traditions?
I love the Lord.
Yeah.
Pentecostal roots. We grew up Pentecostal. If I was attending church at the time, I would go to a Pentecostal church. But yeah,
I went to a Pentecostal church.
yeah.
Yeah. All right, that's it.
Okay.
Our artifacts are kind of just pictures. We have a lot of pictures. So, Ari, you can explain.
Okay. This is me and your papa.
Yep.
And this is me and my 6 brothers and 2 sisters.
Mhm.
That was us growing up. This is my mom and dad,
Yeah.
which would be your great grandma and grandpa. And this is them when they were teenagers, when they first got married. My mom was 15 and my dad was 17.
Oh.
And then this is my mom's mom and dad, which would be your great great grandparents.
Mhm.
And this is my dad's mom and dad.
Oh, okay.
And she passed away when she was in her 30s. But then my grandpa lived to be in his 80s.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
This your husband's side of the family, my papa's.
Yes. And this is him. and his brother and sister. There was only 3 kids in that family. And this is his mother, which is your grandma.
Grandma Joe.
And your grandpa, Grandpa Willie. And then this is his mom and dad, which would be your great-great-grandparents. And this is her mom and dad.
And we do have a recipe. It's more like a snack, though. It's like cream cheese with sausage, and then rolled into a ball, and then walnuts on it. I don't really eat it, but yeah, we usually make that like around the holidays. During the process of interviewing my grandmother, I learned a lot from where she came from and what the world was like back in her day. And I learned how she met my grandpa, and I thought that was pretty cool. I didn't know that. And I also didn't know that she might like switched around from Michigan to Florida a lot for her job, because they were like, I guess they picked fruits and stuff, so they went wherever it was in season at, and I thought that was really cool.